What is going on, my peeps? It's Michael Reversal Plays back here with another video, back here to talk to you guys about the Horizon Forbidden West. Welcome to Open World Next Gen. Yes, it's great to say that with this game because this game is fire in so many small different ways. Again, this is my first impressions. I barely have made it out of the first mission because I just hit Chainscape, which is like the Oseram center city, if you will. And it does seem like this game's going to focus on the Oseram and the Tenukth clan. Maybe one more, I think they mentioned, but it definitely seems like the Oseram are taking center stage when it comes to this game, at least in the beginning. And so far, I've been vibing well with it. I got the digital deluxe edition, so of course I don't have anything to show you tangibly. But a lot of the little in-game perks that you get as a result of getting that game is basically locked behind story progression, which is kind of unfortunate because you kind of want to use some of the boss stuff to really improve your game immediately. But that must mean that the equipment or the stuff they give you must be extra super useful if they have to basically story gate it, you know, through progression. That being said, what you start off with, what you start learning, the skill trees is very, very massive. Like right now I'm kind of going between hunter and warrior, kind of maximizing my melee and my hunter or arrows abilities. You got trapper and machine master, and there's another one, I think it has something to do with your health, but I've really been just focusing on melee with the spear and the bow. Not necessarily complicated, you know, they kind of explain things to you as it goes along. I have a Valor Surgeon I'm using right now, which improves her arrow damage by like 30%. She basically like rubs paint on her face, and it's a cool look. So far I've been enjoying the game. I will say that one of the things that I really appreciate is that it seems like the way they built the map this time, you progress. So far it appears you progress literally west. So at the starting point you are now, you progress west. And it also seems like the side missions are near and or related to the story mission or the story beat mission that you're dealing with. And it also seems like you can clear out parts of the map as you're clearing out the main story as well. So it's not like you're bouncing from A to B to C to D if your mission is to try to explore the entirety of Horizon Forbidden West. Now, if you decide you want to do things here and there, that's on you. And then of course you'll be fast traveling and hopping back and forth throughout the map. But for me, I'm knocking everything out as I go, which is why I'm barely past the first mission. I just upgraded my bow, did the pit to learn some of the melee skills, talked with Alvin. You know, that's where I'm at right now. Alvin having to do something with the Bristlebacks, which is basically kind of like a side quest, but it's related to the main quest as well, because Aaron got attacked by Bristlebacks in the first part of the first mission. So I probably legitimately put in about 6 hours or so, and I'm barely past the first mission, 6 to 8 hours. And just have been enjoying kind of exploring some of the new machines with the Scroungers and the Burrs and the Fanghorns, I think, is another one. The Bristlebacks, of course. Pretty interesting in terms of how they're in ways similar to like the Watchers and the Sawtooths and the Ravagers, but not so much at the same time. So the variance is nice there. The reason why I like calling it open world first gen or next gen is because if you don't have that much time, you can literally kind of jump right into the game real quick, because loading screens are fast, and the only reason why they have certain loading screens is to just give you tips in the game. But you can just jump into the game real quick, take out some machines, or go explore part of a side mission real quick, and then, you know, leave it on pause or shut it down and come back and jump right back in. The speed, like, thank you for next gen with the loading times, but then also you being able to just jump right into the game. Like, you know, because the first time you load up a game, at least on PS5, what happens is it'll give you the PlayStation Studios logo, or like the publisher or developer logo, and then, you know, Sony Interactive Entertainment either comes before or after that, and then, you know, it'll finally kind of start doing some things in terms of new game, continue, all that type of stuff. Once you load it up again, it skips the PlayStation Studios aspect. It just shows you SIE and then right into the game or wherever you're at, which is great. One of the things I definitely appreciate, that one of the games I should say, is Spider-Man Remastered. Spider-Man is so fast. I switch between Horizon Forbidden West and Spider-Man like in the span of like 15 seconds. I'm talking about like, oh, you know what, let me pause this. I quick saved in Horizon. Let me switch on over to Spider-Man real quick, because I've been having fun in that game. And I'm mad because I really kind of wanted to play that before Horizon Forbidden West, but here I am in this beautiful conundrum, if you will. I literally used the Switcher app, the Switcher on PlayStation 5. Went to Spider-Man, and it literally did the same thing. Loaded me right on into, continue, and then boom, I'm in. There's like no loading screen between hitting continue and now you're back into action. And that's one of the things I really appreciate, because Spider-Man is kind of sort of a open New York City, if you will. But with Horizon being able to experience that same level of acceleration, just fast, boom, you're right there, getting back to it. Wow. That's one of the things I really like about the game. In terms of the story, again, I'm in the very first part of the game. I've heard there's like at least 2 like very demonstrous threats, but I haven't really got to experience that yet. And I heard that that's kind of the running theme with this game, as expansive and large, and the creative decisions and risks they did with the story and the game. One of the things that a lot of people said was they just didn't really feel like the villain had a presence in the game. And I think that's a problem with open world games. If that villain isn't affecting aspects of the open world like that, then you really won't feel them like that, because they seem like they're more tied to the story as opposed to the open worldness of the game. So we'll see as I play through if that, my thoughts change there. But visually, beautiful. Probably Horizon is known for being such a beautiful game. It's amazing being able to climb on the mountains and be able to get to high peaks to reach these signal towers and be able to get to see the landscape of this world that they built is just amazing as well. It's just a very, very strikingly awe inspiring game from a visual perspective. And then again, of course, with the combat and all that, great. So as of right now, I'm probably sitting around like a 4.5 out of 5. We'll see as I play and get through more of the story. Will that change? Will that go up or down? We'll see. One of the things that is weird, I had one bug that I feel like is a bug, is that when I was trying to broadcast the game, when I did quick save at a campfire, it shut my broadcast down. And then when I started it back up and quick save again, my broadcast fell again. So I don't know if it's a coincidence that when I quick save, my broadcast broke, or that is a bug. And then the other bug is I chose the difficulty of normal, and somehow I ended up on hard. So I don't know if the game is intelligently trying to switch my difficulty, but that was also an interesting one there. The difficulty switching on me. So and hard isn't necessarily hard. I'm actually not mad at hard. But I think if I heard correctly, you really don't get any more resources or anything playing on hard. So it's like, why not just switch back to medium, to normal? I really am just trying to enjoy the story and all that, if you will. But I'm not mad at it being on hard as of right now. We'll definitely see with that new game plus and all the equipment and everything I get in this game what happens. Trophies so far seem like they're manageable. There's way less trophy. There's 20 less trophies in this game than it was in the first game. Now, if you discount 2 or 3 trophies that were new game plus oriented, and you're looking at about 17 trophies or whatever. But I think they got rid of a lot of trophies that either A, people didn't care for, or B, didn't feel like they were fun and part of the experience in terms of trying to play the game. That's why I didn't platinum the first game. I didn't really care for hunting grounds personally, and with the trophies tied around hunting grounds, getting like basically gold equivalent trophies or whatever, I didn't really care for that. So that's why I didn't platinum it. I think I'm at 72 out of 79 trophies on Horizon. This one has 59 trophies, and I have 2 so far because, again, I barely made any significant progress. And just looking at some of the trophies, I didn't try to look at the hidden ones quite yet, but a lot of the ones that they show, they're relatively easy. There's one trophy where you got to hit a machine with every elemental and I don't know if you have to fully hit it with the elemental, or you could just hit it with an elemental arrow or something and then call it a day, or they have to be completely affected by that element. That's going to be an interesting trophy to get, and you probably want to try that on like a Tremor Tusk or a Bristleback or something like that, something that's a little bit harder to take down, so you can definitely set it aflame, freeze it, you know what I'm saying, electrocute it, poison it, any other elementals I can't think of right now. So we'll see. But again, overall, the game has been fun, it's been enjoyable. I'm looking forward to get back into the game. And then I will still try to bring some gameplay. I'll probably do pre-recorded to drop on the channel, since I don't know if that broadcast thing is an issue, and this game is heavy on campfire, so it's a good way to kind of save your locational progress, if you will. And if it's going to be crashing my broadcast, it's not going to be fun trying to broadcast, because it's just going to shut it down and I have to try to start it back up. So I think pre-recorded gameplay is going to be the route right now, and if you guys, are resonating with that, we'll kind of keep that going. And of course, I haven't forgot about Avengers. Avengers is still on the back burner. I've been doing some, builds in the background for some certain characters, trying to really maximize certain heroes and different aspects of heroes. So that's what I'm doing there. And Thursdays I'll be streaming Marvel's Avengers again, since I didn't this Thursday. So be on the lookout for that. But again, as always, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so that we never miss my videos. That way, all my live streams, that way we can sit back, chillax, to see what's cracking, and let me know down in the comment section below if you've played Horizon, if you've been playing Horizon Forbidden West. What are your thoughts on those games? What are your thoughts on next gen? If you are there as well, let me know down in the comment section below. It's your man Micah signing out, and until the next video, Flaming Red-ish. Wait for it.